Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Monday, April 23rd, 2012. There's a lot to cover this morning, so we're going to get right into the charts. We'll start off first with the S&P 500 E-mini futures. They are trading lower by $14.75. This is quite a decline in the futures market this morning. Problems are erupting all over Europe again. Spain is not only the problem now. You also have Nicolas Sarkozy, who looks like he could possibly lose the French election. And then you have the government in the Netherlands coming unraveled. So it looks like right now you have the Netherlands having problems as well with austerity measures, and this could be problematic across the board as Europe comes full focus now, and everybody's going to be watching every single move made in the European nations. So it looks like Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte will offer his resignation this afternoon or today after the austerity talks fell apart, and it's just another government that's really facing big problems. So again, you could add the Netherlands into the picture with Spain, with Italy, with Belgium, with Greece, with France. The list just goes on and on. And what can you say? The problems are just starting to brew up again. You also have some Chinese PMI data that was released last night. It was a little bit better than the last number, but nonetheless still signals to contraction in the Chinese economy. And China was down not too badly last night, but it was down a little bit. And most of Asia was down last night, so you want to be careful on all of the Asian ADRs this morning. Obviously, whenever you get a big sell-off like this in the futures market, it's really giving you a little heads up of what is out there. But nonetheless, there are definitely some major problems out there, and the markets are showing it this morning. Now, tomorrow and Wednesday will be a Federal Reserve meeting, so we'll see if the QE3 thing comes up again. But once again, it's just more problems out there, and this morning you're seeing it in the market. Now, whenever the futures are down, we know that one thing, the dollar should be up, and sure enough, that is the case. U.S. dollar index futures are trading up nicely by 32 cents to 79.63. When the dollar is up, the market is down. Now, keep that dollar front and center, and you know I've been talking about this for a long, long time. But if the dollar pulls back, then the markets will get some kind of inflationary bid. That's the way it works. But right now, the dollar is soaring, and the markets are sharply lower. You could take a look today at gold and silver. One thing you want to know, gold is down $13 to $16.30 an ounce. Stronger dollar, gold will be down. Oil is down as well, down $1.05 to 102.82 on light sweet crude. You know, when the dollar is stronger, oil will be down. The same case can be made for gasoline. Gasoline is down. When the dollar is stronger, gasoline is down. So again, stronger dollar, you're starting to see things deflate, and things like oil and gasoline, that's really a good thing to have deflate for the economy overall. However, that's not the way the economy works. The economy works off of a weaker dollar, or I should say the stock market does. And today the dollar is stronger and everything is deflating lower. So that's where we stand. There are a lot of things out there this morning that you're going to want to watch today. GLD is selling off sharply. I would simply just watch the dollar. If the dollar gets a bid, then you could look for, if the dollar starts to sell off, you could look for a bid in the GLD. Same would be for the SLV. Same exact thing. And the same goes for the USO. And these are just vehicles to trade oil and gold. But you can see USO down to around that 39 level. Again, there's still a fair amount of support around 38, 38.20 in that vicinity if it does get down there. And then we'll watch the dollar. If the dollar falls, oil will catch a bid. If the dollar starts to rise again, oil will fall lower via the USO. Let's take a look at a ton of stocks out there this morning. Let's take a look at a few of those. I'm going to go with this RDEA. I don't know the name, but either way, it was bought out this morning, I believe, from AstraZeneca. So nice little pop there. There is nothing to do here. If you own it, take profits. Congratulations. If you don't own it, leave it alone. There's no sense entering here. You'll see this just trade across this 31.50 pretty much throughout the trading day. ConocoPhillips, I believe, reported earnings. Stock is getting hit a little bit. There's going to be some support around the $70.90 level. After that, you're probably looking at $68 and then ultimately 66 bucks. So those are going to be the next two big support levels for ConocoPhillips that I see. It's going to probably be right around the you'll have a little bit of support at 71. I don't know if it's going to be all that great there since we're trading there already this morning. But after that, you can look right around that 68. I'm going to say 68 even number, and then you're going to look at 66 bucks. Those are going to be your two big support levels this morning. If the stock trades down there, I'm not sure it will, but if it does happen to trade down there, right now it's trading at 71.10. So a little bit of support right around this 70.90, and then it's going to be all the way down to $68 and then all the way down to 66. So Conoco coming under pressure after reporting earnings this morning. Let's take a look at Walmart. Walmart is caught in some kind of bribery scandal this morning out of Mexico. I don't know the details there. Stock is getting hit pretty sharply. It does have support at $58.60. So $58.60 can be the first near-term support level for Walmart. Overall, let me find out some other levels here. But that's going to be your first level, around $58.60 for support, just intraday, nothing more. After that, it's going to be all the way down to 57 bucks, and there should be decent support at 57. I'm not going to go any more than that because I think Walmart would have decent support around 57 as a secondary level. Let's take a look at Kellogg's. Everybody knows the cereal maker. Stock is getting hit this morning. That's a pretty good decline on Kellogg's, trading down to $50.75, closed at $54. So either way you slice it or dice it, that's a pretty good, solid decline for the stock. Right now, what I'm looking at for Kellogg's would be a move down to around, well, around 50 bucks is going to be pretty good support, maybe even a little bit higher. So there is a lot of support here. After this, you're going to go down to $49.64. There'll be a little bit more support, and then really going to go all the way back down to $48, maybe $48.10 to find the next support for Kellogg. But all those levels should be decent intraday at least for the stock. But this is a strong gap down, so just be careful. These things can break some levels, especially if these markets are so weak today. Let's take a look at Xerox. We don't talk about that one too often, but nonetheless, stock is trading up to around $8.05 at the moment. I don't see a lot there. The upside on this thing, believe it or not, is around $8.45. I really don't even think you could get through that level. So that would be your big resistance level on Xerox, $8.45. It's a pretty strong gap, so the stock has a chance to get there. I won't rule it out. But again, $8.45, $8.50, that is going to be really max upside for Xerox, and ticker symbol is XRX. Let's take a look at DR Horton. This is the home builder, came out with numbers today. Stock has been beaten down already. It's trading up around $12.18. I'm not seeing a lot there at the moment, but nonetheless, it's holding steady. I just don't see a lot of upside on this one. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. I mean, max upside would be $12.85, but it's got to get through. It's got to get through the 1250 level, which is still a pretty good amount of resistance in the near term. But max upside would be 1285, but it's got to get through 1250 first. I don't even know if it can do that this morning. Let's take a look at Amlin, AMLN. I know there was news out there. I'm not exactly sure what the news was, but the stock is trading up nicely to around $25.38 this morning. That's a strong gap up, so you want to be careful. It does have more potential upside here. I'm not exactly sure what the news was on Amlin, but either way, it's a decent pop up, and we'll see if it can. I think it's looking to be put up for sale or something of that nature. But either way, it does have potential upside to 26 and possibly even as high as $28, $29. But it's a strong gap up. I would not look to short that one. Amlin is holding up pretty well. But again, check out the news on that one. I'm not exactly sure what is going on there. Let's take a look at Hasbro, the game and toy maker. This morning, stock is trading at $34.32. This is a pretty good little fall on the stock. Let me see what I have here on my levels. Yeah, it looks like 33. I'm going to say 33.87, so maybe another 50 cents lower or so. 33.87, 33.85. The stock has a fair amount of support. It's also going to have more support at 33.06. and then it's going to have more support at 31.50. So watch for support levels there. I think there'll be intraday bounces. I got to be honest, I don't remember the last time I've even traded Hasbro, but nonetheless, there should be bounces at those levels, just intraday bounces. These are not swing trading holds. Okay, with that said, everybody, I'm going to leave it there today. We've gone pretty long here. Futures are still down about 14 points. Watch that dollar. Dollar pulls back, the futures will get some kind of a bid. But nonetheless, the market is still down sharply before the opening bell on the back of some pretty bad economic data coming out of Europe and also out of China. And with that said, we'll leave it there. We'll see everybody on the charts tomorrow. Have a great trading day, everybody. See you then.